Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duel Links video. In this video, let's continue. I would just like to tell everyone that I have not ranked up even once. And I'm probably going to have to call it quits after a while. And I think after this video, I should probably stop. But, I mean, considering a new event is about to begin, this will mean more daily ranked duels. So there's that. I'm going to have to get to work on those. And also I really need to schedule the way Scramble duel videos, because I've pretty much dragged myself into having to post them because of things. I have to, obviously. It's very important that I do it. Okay, Yeah, something happens that I think really needs to be put on YouTube. I don't think that many people would think that it actually happened unless there's actual proof on the internet. Just something that wasn't even planned, just happening as if I did plan it, but I didn't. You guys will know what I'm talking about when we get there. I obviously have to schedule those videos and then make descriptions, and I'm not even sure how long that'll take. I have no idea how long it'll take, but it will certainly take. It'll hopefully be less of a time than, you know. I mean, obviously, I want to do better than I did with the previous event, but then again, I don't really know how long it's going to take me to upload these, especially considering how this turned into mostly me doing ranked duels after a while. Yeah, wave duels, the wave scramble isn't really much, so instead I just decided how far can I get in ranked. And I got to Legend, and I'm seeing if I can get to King of Games, but I'm still quite sure that I probably can't. I mean, I'm probably going to end up, and now here's why I don't think I'm going to make it to King of Games. It's mainly because of how late in the month it is. But even if we take into consideration that I could easily just try again next month, let's really consider the possibility and chances of me actually getting to King of Games. Because we need to remember that you can write down in this at Legend. At the point of Legend, you can write down. So, from what we know there's a very low chance that I would make it to King of Games and not have to deal with a bunch of writing down. And we all know how the grand tournament went. I think that trying to get to King of Games would be more of that. And I think it would be enjoyable to see if I can get there, but I also don't think it's going to happen. Now, I would like to challenge myself to see if I can get there, because in theory, I think that it is possible. And now, although I'm still thinking I can't get there, but that doesn't mean I can't still try. I mean, let's be honest here, I can certainly still try. Alright. Any moves, Kaiba? I would be very surprised if you had any moves to this. But, okay, we'll see. Oh. Alright. I cannot do anything in response to that. Alright, I see. I am very interested in how this duel will play out. However, it's pretty likely it's going to turn out the way it usually does, with Kaiba winning. rumor goes so far, Kaiba created Duel Links. And he pretty much owns Duel Links in more ways than one. I mean, Kaiba is considered fictional here, guys. But let's think about how often we've seen Kaiba dominating in ranked, in tournaments. But guys, he's just fictional here and he's still dominating Duel Links. It's like some weird... I'm not even going further with this. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't... There's no reason to continue with this statement. But I just think it's very interesting when things in this game kind of respond in some ways. I'm sure that a lot of people would boil that down to complete coincidence, but a complete coincidence, well, yes, I would assume most of them are coincidences, but I think that Quattro's losing dialogue is very hilarious and very fitting considering how I've treated him in these videos. But that duel that I had against him most recently, that was sort of normal, right? I mean, compared to usual. I mean, he won, I think. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure he won. He won, he definitely won. I can tell how many people wanted Jim in this game based on how many times I've been seeing Jim in these ranked duels. I mean, I wanted him in the game just because. Though, if you ask me, I think the crocodile strapped to his back adds additional defense. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to activate this. I hope the magician girls don't have hope. Okay, never mind my hopes and dreams. Yeah, let's act like I have those. Okay, hold on. Really? I'm going to... Do I even know what I'm doing? The answer is yes. Let's pretend the answer is actually yes. I would like to keep pretending. I'm trying to, I don't even know what I'm trying to do right now, to be completely fair with all of you. I have no idea, because I don't make sense half the time. Let's pretend I'm making sense right now. It might be fun to see how far this can... Yeah, sure. I do not know how this will go because I've seen some very interesting support. Now, give me a second. I need to see if that support will trigger here. Obviously not. Why would my opponent do something like that? Alright, well, I won. But that music is so chill. It's like the most chill thing I've heard all day. Oh my god. I am definitely not very chill. I am definitely more chill compared to that rampage I went on, but my voice box needed a rest after that major growl thing. I think we can all agree that I may have stretched my vocal cords a bit too much. Although I guess if it was actually too much, I wouldn't be recording right now. But let's just say I shouldn't do that too many times, because let's just say I shouldn't do that too much. And let's say that I just shouldn't go, I shouldn't really take any rampage that far. Because if you ask me, I think that I went overboard. The point was to go overboard. don't get me wrong, that was the point. But in any case, it's your turn, Declan. You apparently have a big winning streak going, so I'd like to see what... I'm probably going to be another number added to that in a second. It's only a matter of time before the ban list kicks in. I was never that great at playing DD decks, so I think I'm just going to take the hit. As far as that goes, I mean, I wonder if I spent money on this game, what should I spend it on though? I think I spent money on most of the things I could spend it on for the time being. I don't really know if there's much point spending money on anything else. Maybe a Jack Atlas? Have I already spent money on his cards? I don't remember. Actually, I think most of his cards are locked in boxes. So I should probably not go there. Okay, I'm not really in the position to attack. Actually, I could attack, but my opponent probably has a counter for this. On the other hand, I'm not sure. It probably doesn't feel very threatened, but just to be sure, I'm sure he put something down. Okay, I end my turn, and that will conclude my temporary. Trust me, he's going to put something else in that pendulum zone. It's going to be hell. Or I could win, but let me not be too optimistic because optimism never pays off for me. I have to be realistic. He's gonna put something else in that pendulum zone. He's going to pendulum summon. It's going to be hell. I'm going to hate it. But you know what? It's fine. DDs are going to be hit soon. So, you know, there's that to keep in mind. I absolutely still mean it when I say that it deserves to be nerfed. But as nerfed as the deck is going to be, I still maintain that it's not, the deck isn't dead. The archetype isn't dead, okay? I think a lot of people are convinced of that for some reason, and that's not true. There's still plenty of options left, especially when more of Declan's support is added to the game. All that needs to happen is his support needs to be added to the game, more of it. And then he'll be fine. Okay. I don't really like where this is going, but I can't attack. He negated this. And I'm going to walk right into this like I haven't read a thing. Alright, sure, but I already know this isn't going to work. Okay. Guys, I have to do this just because I can. Well, he's going to negate it, so I can't, but you know. Oh, interesting. He actually surrendered instead. Okay, well that was a plot twist I did not expect. Maybe I don't understand Declan's cards as well as I thought I did. Though to be fair, we all know that because I say that I don't read much. And when I do make an effort to read, you guys can really tell. When that happens, I usually just sit there just staring at the card in silence, and my opponent is probably just wondering what the hell I'm doing. Well, I contribute to the meme, but sometimes I don't want to contribute to the meme. Although sometimes it doesn't matter if I contribute or not, because I'm still going to lose. Okay. Alright, I see. I see, indeed. Alright, I don't like where this is going. I mean, sure, it looks like something's okay, but nothing is okay. Nothing is fine. I think he's already won. I mean, seriously, I think he's won. Okay. Well, I didn't quite see myself being unable to destroy that monster, but I mean, I'm over here thinking, yeah, I've lost already. Let's see if that's actually what happens. Let's see if I actually lose. Because there's always the benefit of the doubt here to consider. And maybe I won't lose. Maybe I'm saying things prematurely. And if that is indeed the case, then I need to make sure that I don't make any mistakes that could result in a self-fulfilled prophecy. I hate those. Alright, as much as I hate those, I don't appear to be helping. Okay, sure. I have to try. At some point, you guys had to understand. I know that my chances of victory may not seem that high or that great, but I do think that I should at least try. Okay, that being said, I am still not necessarily confident that I can win. Mainly because I have taken the time to look at my opponent's deck. Well, enough of it. And my cards in my opening hand. And it was basically just not very promising. So based on my hand, I assume that loss is the most likely outcome. But that doesn't mean that I will lose. That just... Okay. My opponent surrendered. Wow. Okay. If I get 200 wins, I get 30 gems. Honestly, if it gets me gems, I'm honestly willing to do it. I will do anything for gems. Although to be honest, I know I will do anything for gems, but I also have the money to afford to purchase gems. Which I'm not really going to do right now, but maybe there's something that I can purchase that's more valuable than just RNG. And it's kind of not that great. I don't. I almost have a playset of each card in the with rare tickets. It's gonna be a long time before I get there with super rares and ultra rares, but eventually even those will be at a playset. Eventually I'll get there. Alright, I actually wanted to know what's there. If I were to spend money, I'm interested in how I would get the most out of it. Alright. Pendulum Genesis. Okay, that's just a recently viewed box. I'm still trying to get another adjusted gold. So that's why it's there. Alright. A bundle. Well, what about this? Obviously, if I actually purchase something, I can't just leave my purchasing on screen. I probably won't even have it on video, but I am considering, just, you know, because I've got the money to afford this. In any case, no one has to look at my spending decisions. No one needs to look at my spending decisions. I can just tell you what they were if I decide to spend money. So guys, that's going to wrap things up for now. I'm planning to not record for a while, which basically means at least until I've got around 10 videos of the wave duels uploaded and scheduled. We'll see if I actually do that before I record something else. Because I don't know myself anymore. I don't.